versus which river? I gotta edit my stream title. I'm just like, dang, I think I'm missing a step here. Slug, thanks for joining me for this one, man.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
I'm excited to watch which river lose 2-0 and therefore catapult us into the upper bracket.
Would you think for next season about doing like a if you 2-0 your series, you get 3 points, or like doing a best of two with the like 1 or 3 point system?
A uh, a soccer rule set.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about it. It'd be fun, but
Dyer gets to ban.
I don't know if some people might not. I'll get it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's less common.
Radiant's up. Invoker.
Tyler Invoker starting off. Love to see it.
I've got some insider information, Joe.
Oh yeah, do tell.
And that's they're thinking of putting Yissel's P1 this game or this series.
Instantly locks the Muerta. Interesting.
Hello, Schmoogle.
Hello, hello.
Sup, Shmuel? I am live on Twitch, so try to keep the slurs to a minimum, please.
Yeah, we won't say anything about pissing, dicks, or urinals.
Fair, dude. Totally fine. Congrats on your win, by the way.
Plenty of time to tell an announcer
Yeah, I'm here to do my victory lap
5 seconds.
while
4,
hanging out,
3,
I guess.
Well, we got two different series here live, casting the Witch River versus RNS series. Witch River need to hang on here for dear life to secure their upper bracket spot.
Radiant's turn to pick. All right,
And RNS, since they did their roster change, they're looking fucking strong, so I'm really curious to see how they show up today.
Wait, oh, can you tell me about that? We
Dyer's turn to pick.
kind of knocked them out really early on.
Yeah. There's only so much I can say. I do have a little bit of the inside scoop, but they parted ways with one of their players who was causing some issues on the team, and they're like a real team now.
Well, that's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see, a team that was very much at the bottom, like finally like pull themselves together and beat I think aggregate MMR wise, I think warm up team is the highest MMR stack in the league, so it's kind of impressive they were able to 2-0 them.
Well, we felt that playing against them as well. Warm-up team was cooking something that we weren't ready to eat, I think.
For sure.
I don't know. We barely did any reviews of those games. We were too depressed. It's our first loss.
All right. Well, it's better to get humbled now than have like a 7-0 streak going into the
and
actual
then get
bracket,
really
right?
Surprised.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
5 seconds. 4.
I guess the centaur is there for running away from Muertizel. Kind of tough though if they've got a Treant.
Radiant's up. Banning time. Radiant gets to ban.
Yeah, I think the centaur ult's just nice. You can position all kinds of different ways for all kinds of different things. You can use it aggressively as well. You're right that they do have good sort of counter lockdown with the axe call and the treant ult, but we'll have to see how it actually plays out in the team fights.
All right, Dyer's turn.
We do have a bit of an inside scoop that Witch River swapped their P1 and their P3, so maybe their new P3 player, this is more of a comfort pick. I don't know what he's been running lately in his pubs, but Centaur is
P3.
10 seconds.
So Ian Ray and Yiddles have swapped. Yiddles is going to start playing P1, and Ian Ray is going to be playing P3 for Witch River.
Okay, give me a second. I'll take a look. All right. Um, Contemporarily, they're playing a lot of Dawnbreaker and CK. Lager. But I guess it's, yeah, Centaur for this game. Oh, they got a Centaur game down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Centaur is weird for me. I'm never too impressed. I think it's kind of like you can win your lane or you can draw your lane, you can lose it. It feels like though your impact is really limited until like later on in some ways. Which is strange. I feel like that wasn't always the case. But
Yeah, he does fit the big beefy boy like meta at least in a way, but I think you're right. There are some offlaners that do what he wants to do but better.
Radiant's up.
Faceless Void.
Oh, they're going for the Cataclysm Chrono combo. That's dirty.
we hate that. We
Yeah, if it works out.
Every team that we ever play against, even if we know that they don't pick Faceless Void, we will ban Faceless
10
Void.
seconds. Just
Don't
long
even
enough
need
to
the
regroup
invoker,
every
but if there's an
friendly
invoker, we
trade if you
definitely
heard
ban it. Like,
We're starting in 5 seconds.
that's some 5-dicks, 1U tips there for you. Just like no matter what you do, like at 30 minutes, you're going up high ground and you're trying to get a set of rags. They've got a Faceless Void that's maybe been sucking all game. Well, now it's going to turn around and kill you guys and make things real complicated. I don't know. Always feels bad.
I suppose the Centaur now, part of the solution is like you can sort of give your Void even more opportunity to set up the Chronos with like Centaur ult, right?
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I think though that's like a little bit too telegraphed. The Muerta, right, is the pressure point there. If they ult and then Faceless Chronos, then what are you doing, really? I think, yeah, it's gonna be Faceless comes in, ults, and then Cataclysm. Centaur maybe if, after the fact they didn't kill Muerta. They also have Warlock too. That's potentially super nasty.
Yeah, these are going to be fucking big team fights with the techies like blast off Axe Call, Treant Overgrowth with the Chrono Centaur ult. Even the Poison Nova and the Fatal Bonds. Like there's so much damage coming out from both sides in these team fights already.
Not just damage, but like frame rate.
Yeah.
We were
Oh,
playing
dude.
against Warlock last game.
Yeah,
and
that fight at the bot racks, like it was like a slideshow, absolute slideshow.
I didn't even know what was going on at some point. Is Void Spirit meta? It's not meta, right?
Nope.
I dig it.
Sure, like if they can make it work and they feel like they've got things they can make happen. I do think it wins the Invoker matchup if you've got a good Void Spirit. So maybe it's just like a comfort pick to like play into the Invoker with, especially once you get that Ags and you can silence the Invoker. Like you can just kind of like run to a team fight, delete the Invoker, and then like let the rest of your boys like tee off on the rest of the team, right?
Right. I'm trying to recall. Shoot, was A1 their mid pre-restructure?
I feel like he played safe lane in the last series that they played, and Frosty Pharaoh was the mid, so I think maybe that's a switch.
Right now in probably the secret for my success has been that all the mids have been like Archon or lower.
Dude, Tyler Egris made that comment early. He's like, "This is so
Right.
great. Like all the mids this league are like babies. Like it doesn't have to be like that crazy a matchup."
Yep, yep. I that's been very, very good for my ego. You know, a mid player is weak point. Um, yeah, I think it was an ancient mid. I would have been much more scared. That's potentially a big deal. Oh, but
Looks
yeah,
like they flexed it.
All right, get ready.
A1 played safe lane and mid in 2 different games of their list.
okay.
I do want to comment, Schmooble, before we get into this game. That fight at their top racks, your Weaver popped cheese and then time lapsed, and you had Aegis. You popped BKB with 5% HP and Maledict and Witch Doctor ult on you.
Oh,
You
yeah,
guys
I know I'm
fumbled
bad.
so. You won that fight, which blows
Oh,
my
yeah,
mind. But I thought, like, no way after a fumble like that are you
So-
guys getting anything done.
I mean, the whole thing started with the fumble. I was not supposed to take the Aegis. I fat fingered it.
Oh no! Yeah, we did comment
Now,
on that too. We're
this
like,
right here
"Mm."
is the top team of Mage League, right? We're doing some stupid shit. Yeah, the BKB death was so sad. Won't be the last time.
Wait, Yiddles is playing off lane.
He did that for our series. He's you can't shut him down. I think he's the best player in the league, actually.
Yeah, but they were going to try and switch things up, as far as I know.
Yeah, that
Two
was the
teams.
tentative plan.
Standing in a line and taking shots at each other.
Nothing like 4 deaths before the horn. Maybe 5? No, just 4.
Much better than your second game. Took 5 minutes for Panda Man to finally find the first kill on the map. God damn, dude.
You know, I mean, that second game, we just weren't trying to push our boundaries. We had a Spectre and, you know, an Earthshaker mid for God knows why. And we were just trying to live our lives and be peaceful.
Yeah, is that why it took you 16 minutes to press Echo Slam?
Oh no, he's got the stats.
dude, I'm a huge Earthshaker stan. Like probably one of my favorite heroes, if not my favorite. And I'm just like, when's he gonna push it? When's he gonna fucking push it?
There was never an opportunity. I was very comfortable to just farm against a DK the entire game. Like, what are they gonna do? What am I gonna do? We just kind
Well,
of.
it seemed to me that he pushed it whenever he saw 8 skeletons.
That's right. That's right. I do fucking hate those skeletons. That's why I picked it. And also, quote, we didn't pick any stuns. And I was like, you want stuns, motherfucker? I'll give you stuns. Some special insight into the 5 dicks drafting room there. Okay.
Yeah,
A1
A1
with a lot.
already having like a big CS lead on the Invoker.
I mean, this is the thing with Void Sphere where he's got like God knows how much attack damage, the best animation in the game, and then you got a Quelling Blade on top of it, like.
Yep.
Plus just ancient diff.
Tyler doesn't miss the Sunstrikes. I think A1's the legend, right? And
I
it's
thought he was an ancient.
I think it's
I could
Frosty
be
Pharaoh.
mistaken.
I think it's the Muerta who's
new
their
guy?
ancient player. Yeah.
Oh, no wonder they're doing so well. God damn.
Deny G dollar? Deny him?
Kill him! Kill your boy! Oh.
Shame.
Hmm?
A1 is like quasi ancient. He's Legend 4. And then G Dollar's Archon 4.
Mm-hmm.
And who's this other guy?
Mode Rodri
Okay.
is Frosty Pharaoh's normal handle, I think.
Probably asbestos.
Yeah. Yeah, he plays a legend tier brackets. Okay, so maybe they don't have an ancient. Maybe I'm off my rocker. This guy plays in the Faceit leagues, though. That's kind of baller. Cool.
Dyer's courier has lost its brave battle with a
Yeah, I think G dollar stack. So they're kind of they've got quite a few newer faces, and I know that they're all interested in like just general like amateur leagues. Cause oh shit, I'm missing stuff on the lap here as I'm yakking away. Sergeant Sarcasm after their series like went on to cast like an SCA amateur league game.
Oh, it's super sick.
Yeah.
Good to see the Pepsi sponsorship, getting the boys some much needed back rubs and other. It's pretty important. Pepsi Zero, though.
Ooh. Tastes like nothing.
I deserve this.
Void getting a bit more out of the lane than I would. Oh, God, I'm always missing shit. More out of the lane than I would have thought, like laning into the axe. But it is like the defensive power of the warlock, right?
Yeah, he's got a crazy amount of CS. I notice a lot in these games that the safe laner is always struggling against these super. Oh, we spoke too soon? Nope. Oh, he's okay.
There's the punishment.
That's an aggressive gun.
Why did it go backwards? He's fine.
Oh, it's just to bait the tech he's in.
Ooh, Sunstrike's barely off the mark.
Someone to pilot.
Yeah, but these crazy offlane meta has me thinking like, you know, you just make a whole lot less money than you would normally as a safe laner. Hopefully that's gonna chill out come Monday.
Oh my gosh. I'm
Maybe
not
get
gonna be.
some-
Yeah, if I don't see like CK, Kunkka, or Spirit Breaker like all next week, I'm so happy with that.
We don't pick CK typically, so you're welcome for that. We do pick a lot of Weaver.
You know, so there have been 3 games in the league where teams have had CK Venge into Weaver, and I look at that matchup and I'm like, they just fucking like double stun the Weaver and delete him, and the CK Venge have lost all 3 of those matchups into the Weaver across Mage League, across 3 separate teams.
Weaver's just kind of really busted right now. And we love picking it. Means we can just go do whatever the fuck, and our carry player just has fun in the back corner.
Yeah, it's like you can show up when you want to, and you don't have to when you don't want to.
Yep.
Chiron
And they
getting
can't
gone
really
on here.
gank
The
him.
Sunstrike down onto Unmarshal. Chiron dropping low. Yep. Gets punched down.
If Dyer doesn't haul ass and help out that bottom
Meanwhile,
line,
Void at the top of the CS chart. I don't know if you care that your support died.
Life goes on.
On the way like this.
This is something we noticed in our games, is just Yao's quietly doing the good work, making money, and they don't start thinking about him in maybe like 2-3 minutes from now. He's going to start presenting as a bigger problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
He's right up there.
is so good at squirreling away and finding farm. We
Well,
played
he's
into
not really
his...
hiding. He's there. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to deal with Centaur. It's just like, what do you do? Like, they're gonna try this, and
Sunstrike off the mark.
oh,
Muerta ult.
okay.
Is it going to be enough? Should be enough to
He's
bring
going
Needles
for
down.
Sure.
G-Dollar probably going to pop here, though. Yep.
Well, there you go. They dealt with them.
Which River does commit 2 supports to that. Only gets the P5 in return. Not worth it.
but yeah.
Radiant might want to haul some ass down to their bottom tower. While they still got one.
I restore my connection to the void.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Okay, fine. You can look. It's kind of funny. Looks like Dire's top tower is in some trouble. Radiant's middle
Does
tower
it, boys?
is
Void
Versus
top.
one of the teams finally got a underway as well.
Nice, perfect.
Have a good one.
Not too bad a delay.
Don't look now,
Yeah.
but Radiant's
Oh.
bottom tower is getting
Oh.
obliterated.
The defense
Still might die.
Will it work out?
Yeah.
Can you pull him? No. Remnant not gonna connect. Not gonna get thrown even.
Are you a big fan of those? Sometimes I feel like it's almost worth it just to bite the bullet and die instead of use Chrono. I don't know. Especially, I'm just a Void hater in general. Hate playing against it. Hate playing with it.
But Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Okay, fine. You can look. It's kind of
I don't know. I do feel like it is a gamble trying to like ensure you have the damage output to get a kill, like with like the first chrono of the game. So
Well,
I mean, I don't hate
Sunstrike's on the
it.
board, right?
Yeah.
now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting
Big commitment.
obliterated. Okay, fine. You can
I don't hate the defensive chrono if that's like what is best for that moment, right?
Right.
Job's getting gone on, goes a little more. Void jumps forward.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Yep, those
Well,
four dire
true.
heroes.
Kind of
Could
funny.
be.
Sunstrike? Ooh.
That's another miss.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom
Yeah, the
tower
stats for me. How many is that?
a pile of dust and crap. It's kind of funny.
I think it was a game I was playing Angolier. There was some awful, terrible, no good statistic for each time that I missed a swashbuckle. I felt really loved in that moment.
We haven't talked about it yet, but the axe feels pretty awful ever trying to find a blink initiate into Venom wards.
Dire's middle tower
Oh.
is taking one hell of a beating.
Not just that, but Warlock, right? Once he gets into the soup, he's done.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of the soup,
Middle tower isn't sure.
there it is.
He's going down. Yeah, Sunstrike off the mark. That's 3 in a row, baby. 3 misses in a row.
Figured out what Radiant's bottom tower is.
It might be 4.
Dire's middle tower is in
Check the
trouble,
replay.
the way it's being destroyed as we
We'll go back to the VOD after this.
I am not a betting man, unless it's basketball.
Sorry, Chris.
Horse racing,
Had it done.
or tournament. But if I was,
I think Tyler
looking
shot
I
down
guess-
a couple of beers before the game.
get a sweet hell out of bottom tower.
It is the benefit of getting Ags on Invoker and having a faceless. You really can't miss.
If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower, shut my eyes.
Yeah, so we picked Pudge last night, Schmooble,
Hell yeah.
and my Pudge
Hell
player, not even exaggerating here, shotgun 3 beers over the course of our games.
I actually will vouch that I think Pudge is sometimes better played while trashed as hell. You really have to like get into that, big belly energy and really just start burping everywhere. I think it works quite well, honestly, in context. But,
Dire's middle tower is taking one hell of a beating.
Rodri, farming under that observer ward, gets gone on. Yeah, he's gonna get toast here.
gross.
He keeps farming in
I
that
was-
same spot where he got picked off there like a minute and a half ago. I think he needs to like put 2 and 2 together and realize they have that vision up there.
How does Muerta typically stack up against Veno? Like, is it just like you get a BKB and you don't care anymore, or is it like a continuing threat throughout the game?
Well,
I can't say I've ever played it.
Yeah.
I think like Muerta in general, she's one of the highest like late game DPS carries there is, right? And you don't
Right.
want to like ever commit. So it's like I don't think you're as concerned because eventually you're gonna ult, blink, BKB, and just like hit the enemy team after your team's thrown all their spells and they've thrown all their spells, and hopefully you can clean up like 3 or 4 heroes, right? So I don't know if you're like as concerned about like the individual spell input of Witch River as much as like you need to recognize like
Oh man.
when it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go. Job's getting real low here.
Gets the kill in the axe though.
Warlock.
Come on.
Oh, misses the proximity mine.
Just outplay happening here.
Getting obliterated. Okay, fine. You can, it's kind of funny.
So slowly
Rest in
dying.
pieces.
Dying a slow death in the soup.
The Mud Mage.
Um,
Yeah, I
Well,
just
you're
worry if they're not picking up a blink, they're not initiating ideally. The Venomancer's gonna get their ult off, right? And then
Don't look now.
kind of
Radiant's
stuck.
bottom
And
tower is
Yal's
getting
just
obliterated.
quietly doing the good work.
You can look, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, and look, they've committed 5 sentries to this bot area where the Marta was farming. Yeah. And Centaur just ults away. So see ya. How are we doing on kills, deaths? Yep. Faceless only involved in 1 kill. Doesn't matter. Midas farming. Chillin'. Living his best life. Is Tyler going back for the Midas? Yeah, Tyler went back for the Midas as well. So double Midas on Witch River. I think you're okay taking it late. You do run that gamble, like I said earlier, where Muerta just shits out damage in the late game, where it could be like a big issue for you.
Well,
You really putting faith in your faceless to catch her out.
right. There's always just that, like with Faceless, right? You take to late game, you're coin flipping the game, right? Because all it takes is just one bad start, you know, one pick off with that ult, and you're in a world of hurt.
Muerta does get her Maelstrom, able to farm a little faster now, but I think she's, I mean, like 40 last hits behind the Centaur, like 30 behind the Faceless. Like, she's having a rough start of it. I think a lot of it.
The net worth here.
Yeah, I'm pulling that up. Yeah, bottom 5. That's not where you want your P1 to be. Maybe pick off on this Veno.
Trouble for the void.
Chrono.
Chrono.
Onto 2. Nothing to follow it.
No damage.
Oh, and he's silenced.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Stinky Invoker player.
Yeah, they were so wrapped up in killing that Void Spirit that they had nothing to follow up that Void ult with.
Got my eyes right now. Don't look now, but Radiant's
So one thing I
bottom
will
tower
say
is
as well
getting
that's kind of coin flippy for the Void is an axe in the late game against the Faceless Void is actually very terrifying. You
Mhm.
can just kind of blow some of the fuck up. Blade down all that. But I don't know if he's really presenting as much of a threat yet.
Yeah, I mean, not
Tough game.
much. Yeah, 4th from the bottom on the axe. Definitely struggling in terms of farm. No blade mail yet. And again, the ever-present threat of the Venom wards all over the map. The Veno is
They
Under
really wanna
vision
kill that
here.
banana.
tower is really taking a beat.
The dodge. Nice tornado.
Are we gonna see the rock dropped? Void killing techies in the back line. Axe getting blinked on by the Centaur.
Axe is just melting.
Centaur ult to chase, getting on top of the Treant. Yeah. Big
He
fight
also
for
looks like
Witch
he's
River there.
online. He's got his blink, getting the heart. It's big.
Yeah.
Radiant's throwing all they've got at Dyer's bottom tower.
They draw the circle. They know. They know where she's farming.
Oh.
Ooh. There's a Terrorblade in this game.
Ooh. Let me pop over to Discord. I want to see what this draft looks like.
The
So-
cross stream.
Another Invoker versus Muerta and Axe. They banned out the Faceless last ban, so
Okay. Did they ban out Coop's Sven and Weaver? Dota boys,
know,
did you notice?
wasn't paying enough attention.
Fair.
Oh yeah, they got a good axe player in that team. They like 5-man called us. That'll be crazy. Crazy,
Oh yeah, Doc. Yeah, God.
crazy axe player.
Yeah, that's probably like one of the best plays of Mage League. That call onto the 5 of you guys near the Dire Roche pit. It was like right around
We
here.
weren't even
Sorry to
mad.
trigger
We
you, but
knew-
like
We knew we were meant to lose after that. Yeah. It's just like, you know, not much to say except shit. We shouldn't have done that. I think we were winning that fight until that point too.
Oh yeah, you guys took a fight at Roche. You killed someone. You got a clean pick off somewhere,
Yeah.
and then it was like you ran into the 5-man Axe call and.
Spend
$2 getting gone on here. Axe not able to blink in. Got the cold snap onto him. Techi's throwing some shit onto the 2 in the middle. The Void ult out. Muerta ult out as well. They're killing quite a few heroes on Wish River here. 4 down, 5th to go. Yeah, they're going to fully wipe Wish River, and they're only going to lose 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4.
Come on. Come on, die, techies. Come on. Oh,
Techies is going to live
no
10
way.
HP there.
damn it. Sorry, I can't be biased. It's not because I hate techies, it's because I'm pulling for that stinky banana. I'll be back.
Yep. Yeah, you wonder how much research a team does when they let like Dave's Venomancer through in a draft, right? Because hasn't he played more Venomancer than any other hero by like a pretty big margin?
Than any other combined, I think it's definitely his best hero.
Yeah.
But the question is, would you rather ban out the Veno and play into, you know, he's fairly comfortable still on Venge and things like that. Just all your basic supports. Or would you rather ban out the strong heroes of the patch?
Well, I think if you know they have a strong Veno player, you don't you don't draft the blink initiating axe, right?
Maybe he's confident.
Well, it's to be seen. Beetle's getting gone on there. Drops a little low. Is able to ult away. Dire managed to pick up the shard on Venomancer. Very annoying to deal with.
Wow, yeah, that's an early one.
Dyer's top tower is really
No one's got
down.
BKB yet, have they?
Yep.
Or indeed any ways of purge.
If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's
Maybe
top
Axe will
tower,
pick up
I'd
a
put on hard hat.
Lotus
That
at some
baby is
point,
coming
but
down.
that's about it.
Dyer's top tower just went
Well, you don't want to purge it, right? Because it'll stun you if removed.
Yeah. It's you chuck it on them because for if they're trying to purge your other stuff.
Gotcha. I'm picking up what you're putting down now. Axe blinks the void, tries to go for the chop, doesn't get it. Meanwhile, shit's happening bot. G-Dollar getting gone on, Marshall getting gone on as well. Yiddles is dropping low here. Will they be able to clean it up? They do. They might even be able to kill Tyler here as well. Damn, A1's showing up big on this Void Spirit here.
Another hero he's good at that we need to ban out. Man's got too many. Don't understand why they're not running it offlane though.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
I hear that's where Void Spirit was meant to be played.
Yeah.
Hope Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last brick.
Yiddles goes for the pipe.
The void within.
Interesting. Dave rushed the Ags. Dave's ready to die with the Ags pickup. I kind of like that. Meanwhile, the Muerta working on her BKB. Got the Mjolnir and the Dragonlance. Getting some farm going here. Starting to claw our way back into it. Third on the net worth chart now. Fight popping off. Dr. Jub's getting gone on. He did. G Dollar trying to get cute here. Goes on to the Warlock with the Veno right next to him. Meanwhile, A1. Ooh! What a close dodge on that Chronosphere. The man is nuts. Manta dodges the EMP as well. Trying to go on Yiddles off the mark with the Aether Remnant. Archer dropping low in the back line. The Sunstrike connects.
He's finally hit one.
Yeah. Someone go wake up Schoomble.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks. Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
Got the Treant to delay the tier 2 from being taken.
Radiant's middle tower
Tyler's
is
chipping
about
away. What's Tyler working on next? Yeah, almost got the Ags. Like 300 gold off, I take it. Yep. It's going to be big. A lot of pressure on David here to hit these Chronos, though. He is building the BKB. Hopefully allow him the space and peace to make sure that they connect.
Radiant's scanning around. I'm sorry. It's just
This poor Axe, man. Like, behind Dave's Veno in terms of net worth. Handful of deaths on both teams, though. I don't know if you just go and do Roche against, like, Void Centaur without a pick-off. This could be disaster.
The enemy team doesn't know you're doing it. Seems to be aware.
don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower
That's a really late Muerta ult.
Dyer's middle tower is taking one hell of a beating. Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last brick.
Void like 100 gold off of the BKB.
Dyer's middle tower is
Treant
taking
for
one
the
hell of a beating.
living armor on the bot tower with 4 Venom wards hitting it.
You can look, it's kind of fun. Dyer's middle tower just got denied.
Chiming in here while I eat my chicken sandwich. The amount of times I feel like in this league where Rosh just goes completely uncontested is insane.
In the vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a
Like,
hard hat.
really
That baby is coming
insane.
down.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard me make the comment, but like to like walk into Roshan against like Void Centaur and just take it full. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
Like
It's pretty wild.
Tower is hanging on by a brick.
insanely
Yeah,
high
it's one
risk.
thing I've noticed. Versus the pro teams, we in Mage League definitely take Roche less. Realize the enemy team is doing Roche less, and the same with Tormentors.
Well, it's harder now as an objective to contest, right? Having it used to be like right in the middle, right? It was very easy to set out a board and like, okay, we do this now. because we were just mid and we just fought. Now it's like everyone's got to go out of their way to do it. Just like the Tormentor. I really fucking hate the Tormentor. I despise it with like a fury of 10,000 suns. It's the most inconveniently placed thing ever.
Yeah, and the supports are always crying like, "Oh, I really want my shard." It's like, dude, I'm like farming the opposite corner of the map. Like, no.
Like, listen here, buddy. I'm farming my shard by myself. I don't want to hear about it.
Man, a Wraith King just died in this game. 1 mana off his ult.
Oh, what a shame. A1 getting gone on here. Has the dissimilate? Will he be able to get high ground? Ooh, he does. TPs?
Oh, come on.
He's out.
Oh my god.
What a gamer.
Fairy fire, fairy fire. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. The stick. Use your stick. He did it. He fought the fairy fire. What a Chad. Oh, that was close, dude. Mance was dead.
Yeah, for sure showed up in a big way there. Wish River still have Chrono, still have Stampede, so fight could still happen here. Bit of a stalemate. Yeah, and so the Muerta going the Shadow Blade route for the positioning over the Blink, which I've seen happen before as well. It's kind of nice. I feel like another thing, speaking of things that go unpunished in Mage League, invisibility still feels like invincibility in some games.
You got this.
Yeah, dude.
That,
I cast a
though,
series
it's just-
earlier, alright?
It's inherently worse still, right? Like just not being able to be exactly where you want, whenever you want, right? In a fight. I still get really mad about like Shadowblade Legion commanders. That drives me up the wall.
Like Shadowblade without Blink? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I think it's much less common now, but there was a time. The classic argument. Invisibility is not initiation, fellas.
Oh, what a
my
chrono
God.
dodge at A1.
Oh, I'm crying, Brent.
Man's cracked.
He might still die. He's got this DD out of charges.
Yeah, and he's got the time dilation, so his Astral Step wasn't coming back.
I think, though, we're discounting the emotional damage that Ian Ray must be feeling right now. That's a heavy blow for Witch River there.
It just expires. No objectives gained from registered Night Stalkers there. Feels a little bad, but Immorta's still farming up, and I think you're kind of invested into the late game at this point. That said, you are going into the late game against Double Midas, so...
Double Midas Void. I wouldn't want that.
I don't know. Apparently A1 is just going to bait out the Chronos, though, so, like...
Big baller moment. I think they've learned their lesson, though, that they can't blow it on.
Man, unless it's basketball, football, horse racing, rugby, cricket, or curling. But if I was, I'd bet
Is Axe
on
caught
Radiant's
up?
top talent.
No, he's not.
No, he's still fourth from the bottom.
Oh, man.
But, I don't know. I think there's still a role to play in the, like...
I mean, if he gets Shard, right, and he's got Shard, there's still a strong possibility of just alphaing the Faceless. It's, like, less so that he's going to get away from that, but he can still just murder him.
Mm-hmm.
Arcane power.
Yeah, and as I was saying, like, it's not a fun role to play in Dota, but sometimes you just need to blink, initiate, die, and like you end the game in 20 deaths, but like your team has won every fight and like you win the
So
game.
good
Yeah.
well, that's the team winning, but I'm so good at blinking and dying.
I know, you're so good you decided to do it twice last game by picking Wraith King, just so you could. And I saw you working on that refresher too. It was like, what if I die 3 times?
Yeah.
I despise Wraith King. I hate it. So annoying. What if we took a safe lane and we put it in the off lane? Sure, I guess you can do that. That's fine. I'm not mad about it.
Yidles has about enough gold to finish up his heart here. G-Dollar having some inventory issues. He's just got a lot of trash in his inventory right now. He needs to take care of.
He's working on it. He's doing the best
There you
that
go.
he can.
There you go. There's the mech. All right.
Probably could sell the orb.
Yeah, I don't think he's.
in that many people.
No, probably not.
Liking Faceless's Secret Service detail here. As he farms this ancient camp. Probably going for a smoke after. God, I hate that shit. Why don't we all 5 of us wait for the carry to finish the ancient stack? Ugh. So many wasted hours.
They're schmoving.
What are they gonna find? Nothing.
Whole lot of nothing. They didn't scan for this either.
My favorite thing in this game right now is scanning the ancients to maybe find somebody while we smoke without having vision. Oh, they know?
Yeah, the techie's pinged
He's
it.
just pinging.
Yep.
Yep.
He saw his bombs go
that's
off.
tough.
Void's drawing bot lane for some reason. Got the Ags finished. Very strong. The silence, like I said, huge against like the Invoker. And against the Void, who, like, you know, you can force his BKB early now too. And you've got the like Dissimilate Astral Step combo, so like, you know, you force the BKB, you get the hell out of dodge, and maybe you avoid the chrono. Bit of a boring game here.
How's the scepter coming on the Invoker? Is that still happening?
Yeah, he's had it for a minute
He's got
here.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, I must have
Oh,
missed that in Chicken Sandwich Land. So, have we seen the Wombo combo come off quite yet?
No, because the last like chrono was the one down here that whiffed onto the Void
Right.
Spirit.
Yeah, they got to start using that if they've got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, like Dota's just like a different game right now too, because you don't get like the 5-man Ravages or the 5-man Chronos anymore, and I feel like some people who've been playing for a long time still like play the game like they're gonna get set up for that, but like I feel like you kind of just need to push your buttons and like hope you can get like maybe a 2-man Chrono or something like that here. I don't know.
I think that's always been the case, right? You know, don't let perfect be the enemy of good. For these things, you can Tide Ravage one guy if you think it's going to make a difference.
Right.
Well, here's probably our setup. Is he going to go in and chrono that? Chrono in the back.
Chrono onto
on
the Muerta. She's dropping
Almost
low.
dead, but not
She's not
quite.
dead. Pops the BKB. She's just running. She's cruising.
Not anymore.
Yep. Dies.
Looks
Techie
like
dies as well.
Pretty
Train
big
gonna get
win
picked off.
for Witch.
Axe call onto the Void. You were talking about this?
He's oh god. Did he almost get bursted down right then and there?
Yeah, he did. He got axe called and the axe spun on him a few times. Dropped to probably like 8% HP.
He's not a tanky hero. He's made out of paper.
Yeah. Did buy the Scotty, so like, you know, 2700 HP. More than normal. I don't love that though, because
Scotty
it's
for
like
who?
the healing armor. Maybe he thinks the axe has more farm than he does, and he's working on like a heart or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, they're winning, so you can't really question it. But
I mean, we absolutely can, and we should. I think it gives him the survivability so he can get the chrono off, right? And it's like, I think at this point he's kind of resigned to, like, I'm not doing much damage in my chrono. I've got a fucking Mjolnir BKB Scotty, but, like, we got the Cataclysm, so, like, I just need to hit it. And I think he kind of, like, dipped out, like, on the Muerta when he chronoed her. I think he, like, threw it on her and just left the fight to go fight elsewhere.
I feel like he could have secured that, I think. I mean, it ended up being just fine, but it felt weird. Yeah.
Well, she had ulted before the chrono hit her, so he couldn't have killed her in
really?
it anyways, yeah.
Oh.
Alright.
Venomancer.
Middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
Melee Rax still standing. It was a pretty big win for Witch River, but not massive.
Obliterated. Okay, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, this Void Spirit has so much farm. Almost has the Octarine complete too.
Still third in net worth, though.
Oh, he's all of 50 gold behind the Void Spirit.
Oh,
Hey,
that's what
there
this
you
is.
go.
Just had to say it, you know me.
Yeah, and Void even working on
Scotty's
this.
such a... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, the Void working on a Satanic now, so like, all in on survivability items.
Right.
Putting a lot of faith into this, the rest of the team being able to damage in chrono then.
Yeah, anyone drops. He can do a lot of kiting, but not enough when there's 5 of them there. I wonder if Tyler queues up a Scythe. Yep. Tyler knows what he needs to do. Should be a free Roshan for Dire.
Yeah, I think they just need to stay the course right now and keep farming, keep having a lot of money, and they pretty much got the game in the bag, I'd say.
Yeah, they can safely take the last 2 remaining outer towers, but then Dota does transition into, you know, we joke that like there's 2 parts of Dota right now. There's like the Dota game, and then there's like going high ground, and so which are we gonna start playing that second part of the game here in the very near future.
Yeah, start off playing a MOBA, end up playing a tower defense.
Looks like warm-up team has a pretty big start on your side of the stream there.
Yeah, they've just consistently got good pickoffs and won enough engagements to where they're able to take the towers.
Oh, that's a big chrono. There's the Kata.
That's huge.
There it is. Wow. That's what they were looking for. You didn't know what to do from there. Can't fight into that. 2 people to their 5. Maybe he's gonna go, and then we're just dead in the water.
Yep, that's game.
That's game. Well, they got a T2, right? There's still recovery here, but a buyback. Oh no. Right
Die back on where, so he just takes throne, I think.
Yeah, that's what they think too. Brutal. Still trying, gets the Aegis.
Yeah, he's good with his buttons, and he's got all these cute like plays, but like the time dilation's absolutely ruining him. And that's like the frustrating thing about playing like Invoker or another hero who casts like a shit ton of spells and fights. Is like your like internal cooldowns. Like you need to start like manually paying attention to your cooldowns, just because they're like so much different with the time dilation.
Yeah. I never noticed that until it fucks me.
All right, well, nice solid victory out of Witch River, game 1.
All right. I mean, good game, both teams.
Mm-hmm.
Just think warm up is, yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I think if you see the Invoker get locked in again, you need to make sure the Void doesn't make his way through the draft as well. They just had so much, like, I don't know, that was huge. I'm going back to my stream now. And
Obvious combo, right? You can't let that happen. You can't let them do it. And if they do it, you have to find some way to punish it. And I don't know if there's a whole lot. I guess Invoker isn't really that much of early game tempo hero, right? And neither is Faceless, so you really needed that to try to break the door down. But I think it's a lot harder to execute the early game push strat. Almost always.
I would not be surprised to see the Veno banned out for next game as well.
It was pretty good impact, but I don't think it was the source of their problems, for sure. I think they got bigger fish to fry, right? And also you want to get rid of the Faceless Void Evoker, but I'm sure they also had the boilerplate like, okay, we don't want to see Spirit Breaker, we don't want to see Bristleback. I didn't watch that part of the stream, but that's how we are, right? Like there's only stuff you can dedicate to individual team bans. I mean, like you can try and say like, well, they don't pick Kunkka, and then they pick Kunkka, and you're like, what do we do now, fellas? We were lied to. I think that happened to us for warm-up team. We presumed that they wouldn't pick Spirit Breaker, and it ended up fucking us really bad. So.
Hey, that happened to Lips as well.
Yeah, we'll never ever make that mistake again.
Yeah.
Because it turns out you can play Spirit Breaker with half of a cranial load. Win the game.
That is how I do it. Yeah.
It's so fucking annoying. Doesn't matter if you haven't played it. Doesn't matter if all you do is go in. As long as you're split pushing lanes, and then like 40 minutes later, Hakuna Matata, we're ready to go. Everyone eats that. Yeah, I hope Spirit Breaker gets nerfed. That's my laundry list wish. I hope they get rid of the Tormentors. Also, base take. Or just something else. Maybe something. It just feels like such a punishment take.
I've been like talking about this with like a lot of the boys here. I think like the strength attribute itself is like a big part of the problem right now, where like I'm not sure it's like the individual heroes as much as like there's just so much to be gained by like the Blade Mail Heart meta, right? Where your beefy boys get beefy in a really easy way.
Yeah, strength cores right now are obviously very hot, and I think that it's been for a minute because it used to be that there's this philosophy like agi carries, right? They do more damage, but they're vulnerable, right? Glass cannons, and then strength cores, right? They do more damage, but also they just have more health right now. There's not a lot of trade-off. I mean, CK has like maybe the best burst damage in the game, right? And he's not a glass cannon. So what is the trade-off? That he's bad late game? I mean, who cares? Win the game mid game and it's over anyways.
Yeah. I won a game on CK the other day, and we played against a Ricky player who was making food out of my teammates, and he ended the game. The enemy Ricky ended the game 46-5. And we still beat him because I was CK, and we caught him out of position once, and he had no chance of surviving me.
How do you lose 46-5?
Yeah, man,
Bro, that's tough.
Where's my swap sides button, Slug?
I don't know. Don't think it's in the settings itself.
Yeah, I
Somewhere
thought
else,
it was
right?
somewhere around here.
It looked like it. Go back to edit.
There's usually a couple
Selection
arrows.
priority manual.
Yeah, so I gotta set that to manual, and I gotta set the starting team, but I gotta put which river on Radiant, and usually there's a little button where I can toggle them.
You could yank Beavis up.
Yeah, where the hell is it? Like the teams themselves up there, maybe?
Maybe it's because Tyler isn't joined.
Possibly.
I could be tripping. I don't know.
Libra says he's peeing real quick. Could this be related in some way to 5 days
No,
of
no,
urinal?
he's peeing and he's rage quit. I believe that is.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, don't say that.
Just get them to do it.
Okay, and who? Set the pip. Manual, starting team Dire. Okay.
Your previous match ID.
What is that?
You copy paste the previous match ID. It just helps Dota put it in the same series.
How do I do that?
Click cancel and go back out. Out of lobby. Don't leave, I mean, just close the thing. And then match 744, whatever, bottom there. Just copy that. Should be able to select it. And then paste it in. Oh, okay. Or you can do it manually. Oh damn! I missed Dota boys having a good fight in this game. Their only good fight, it seems, but
Another nail in the coffin for Yittles being the top player, plus 34 in strats for that last game.
oh.
I'll never catch up. That stupid
All right,
sexy
Dyer gets the
bastard.
ban.
Just
Radiant's
too
up, banning
sexy.
time.
Does anyone
Radiant
play
gets the
Willow
ban.
besides? I feel like we played it a little bit, and then we're like, this feels weird.
All right, Dyer gets the ban.
My team's picked Willow a bunch.
There's a Willow in this game. That's San Cisco playing it. It's not going too well.
Well, it looked like warm-up team was knocking on their high ground around the 20-minute mark, so they've held
Yeah.
out
That's
at least.
At least. There's a Rax missing, but they tried to go high ground without an Aegis. Had died the second time. So play it safe for
10
Roche
seconds.
respawns in this game, I believe.
5 seconds.
What
4.
the?
Oh,
Radiant's
rest
up,
in
banning time.
pieces. The Tormentor claims another life. The sooner it's gone, the better, man. I hate it.
We're 10 seconds out. Plenty of time to tell an announcer you love them if that's what's in your heart.
It's a free tower.
Yeah, taking the opportunities to just get
10
Rax.
seconds. We're starting in 5 seconds, with or without you.
Right, Spirit Breaker, CK, and Bristle all banned by Witch River, getting rid of all the meta heroes. Invoker ban. They got the respect Invoker ban out of the way. And they ban out the AA. I wonder if they're going to pick up some shit like Necro here. I feel like you don't ban AA early on unless you plan on picking like Morphling or Necro.
10 seconds, just long enough
Well,
to
it's
Archie's
just
you
generally
told him
good in this
if you
meta,
hurry.
I'd say.
5
think-
seconds.
We generally are afraid of it. We won't go out of our way to ban it, though.
Mm-hmm.
And I buy hard a
Radiant's
lot.
turn to pick.
Quite a lot.
Wraith King.
God damn it, it's that stupid skeleton, dude.
All right,
It's in
Dyer
every
gets
game.
the ban.
Admiral Kunkka.
Okay. Pretty meta here.
Yeah. Tyler plays a bit at Kunkka. Not his most comfortable like pick though.
I don't like playing it mid. And I don't like ever since it started being only
10
about
seconds.
the torrent build. I just like Shadowblade cleaving people to death. Maybe with the Divine
5
for extra
seconds.
flavor.
Dyer gets the ban.
Banning out the Dawn. Okay. That's fair. Not as common these days, but still a threat.
We were kind of confused at the beginning of this league, like why Dawn was
Radiant gets the
supposedly
ban.
this huge thing that everyone wanted to pick. We didn't get that. We picked it once because we got caught up in the hype, but I don't think it's that great.
It's this combo for certain setups. So like we played it like our game 1 draft against warm up team
10 seconds.
was we grabbed the
5
spec
seconds.
Dawn and we had a
3,
quap mid. So it's like your quap blink silences anyone and then you throw Dawn and Specklet on them. Coop actually had the Weaver for that game too, and we just deleted him like so many times. Like if Nick saw him on the map, we could just like full send and delete him. So it's like and it's nice too, like she farms waves really well, so you can like shove out waves and you can be away from your team shoving waves. That's also like kind of her Achilles heel is like you find her on the map, she's probably alone.
Dyer's turn.
Yeah, the same thing with Spectre. And it's interesting that you would pick both of them on the same team. They seem to fill a pretty similar niche, yet in different roles.
Dyer's choice.
Yeah, but we knew we needed to play like pace Dota that game, because of like how like Coop might be the best like squirrel away in farming cores in the league, and we knew that like if we gave him an inch, he'd take a mile. So we
10
the
seconds.
Dawn and I were never really like totally fucked off. farming. We were
5
like
seconds. Radiant knows
trying to
just
like
pick
take
up.
objectives pretty quickly. All right, Undying pretty
Pretty
meta.
fast.
There.
Is Undying meta? We just thought we
Yeah.
were picking it because we loved Undying.
I think it's league meta. It's not like global meta, but like we've picked it a shit ton. You guys pick it a shit ton.
Yeah, we just fucking love
We're starting in
Undying.
5 seconds, with or without.
I think the shard is highly underrated on Undying as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that's why it's out of favor is that they nerfed the shard a lot. But like, the kit
Radiant's
is
up.
still the same, right? Win the
Mhm.
lane, win the game. That's looking like a 5-Dix 1 urinal lineup right there. And Warlock is like not a good
10 seconds.
for, but it's Warlock, so it's cool.
Seconds.
Starting
4,
team's first pick,
3,
right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, nothing surprising picked yet. The Jakiro band's a little weird. Darkseer.
That's very edgy, very based. I don't know if I've seen Darkseer be played yet.
I
Is
don't
that the first ever?
10 seconds.
I don't know if I've seen Darkseer in Mage League yet.
5 seconds. Dire gets the ban.
And if that's a
I'm
Yiddle's
checking the
Darkseer,
list.
that's unfortunate. Ooh, that's got to be a mid dazzle, right?
It has been played exactly twice prior. So, wow, that's actually, it's kind of sick. I wonder if you have full coverage. How many?
10
Oh no,
seconds
there's
left.
quite a few heroes
About
that haven't been
8
played.
now.
Some of which I'm very
5
happy
seconds.
that haven't been picked,
Radiant's
and
up.
I'm not going to
Banning
name
time.
them.
Radiant gets the ban.
We're just gonna hope that it stays that way.
Yeah, I got one more trump card up my sleeve that I've been saving for playoffs.
Don't get me excited. I do too. You don't know. Definitely haven't.
10 seconds. All right.
Well,
Dire
unfortunately,
make it happen.
both mages and Witch River know it because they've suffered through it in our lobbies when we do like smaller in-house games. But I'm hoping if we get matched up against some of you guys who don't watch all of our lobby games, we'll be like, oh fuck.
We'll just find it in strats. We do a lot of research.
Do you? Good.
Yes.
You probably will then. But then I'll have you like wasting bans on like off the cuff heroes that I might pick.
10 seconds.
I think Dazzle dominates the
5
lane
seconds.
against Kunkka too. I think if the Kunkka gets like out of position trying to go for a last hit, Dazzle eats him alive. And I think it's an A1 Dazzle as well. I think I've seen A1's
Well-
Dazzle before.
And we're assuming out the gate it's Dazzle mid, right?
I don't think Veno or Venge are core. Well, like in the Slark pick kind of solidifies that.
Yep. That's cool. Dazzle mid.
10
It's a thing.
seconds.
Yeah, Mina's a big fan of it. It is strong.
5 seconds.
Budget tinker. Or not so budget tinker. Just a tinker, coward. Let
Yeah,
everyone know how you really feel.
Yeah, don't say Tinker ahead of a new patch. I don't want to deal with another Tinker meta.
Tinker, tinker, tinker.
I
You're
hate it,
welcome.
man. I hate it.
I still don't think it's meta right now, or was meta then. It's just like the fucking one tricks love tinker.
Mm-hmm.
What possibly could be going through Egris's mind as he makes his last pick?
Cave Johnson here. It's Dota time.
Ricky.
All right, get your
Ricky,
finger out of your nose.
okay.
Let's get this over with.
Okay.
So, did they swap the P1 and the P3? No. I don't know if Darkseer is the hero you want Yiddles on, but
I think they come out of this extremely strong. Registered Night Stalkers draft looks way better, in my
Yeah.
personal opinion.
I'd have to agree with that.
We'll see how they play the Dazzle mid.
I mean, E1's got some schmoves due. I mean, we saw like his mechanical execution on Void Spirit was great. So like, I'm expecting similar out of this Dazzle. Not sure how much he's played it, but looking forward to it either way.
And I guess there is a scenario that Witch River just wins their team fights, but it feels like aside from Ricky, they don't have a lot of damage.
Do you need a lot if you've got Fatal Bonds though?
Yeah, the thing is though is that they've got a Slark who doesn't
Yeah.
really care about Fatal Bonds.
Yeah, or the Wraith King.
Yeah, neither of these guys really give a hoot.
All right, get ready.
So A1 only has 24 games on Dazzle. I'm not going to say what his win rate is, but it looks like he has been at least gotten over the past few months practice games in on the Dazzle mid.
Or are you not going to say the win rate? Come on, Statman. Tell me it.
His lifetime win rate on Dazzle is I just lost it. 29%.
God. That's such important context. Okay.
Looks like they want to fight.
Oh, he's
They
in
got the
trouble.
Gale onto the Ricky. He tries to blink out, but there's also Blood Grenade on.
And those other guys, but sometimes that's first blood. They're about
Oh, is Slark going to start the game with 2 stacks? Oh, man.
You never felt more shit, did you?
Uh-oh.
That's not good, dude. G-Dollar with the late good luck up bud. I love it. Oh, fucking love it.
Ooh, Lich. New hero.
You got a Lich over there.
Mm.
Alright, let's pull up some stats here. Yeah, they're just kind of beating the shit out of Ian Ray's Ricky there. I mean, the double stun off lane.
That's pretty tough.
They're very comfortable. Yeah, and you get those early Skelly boys going.
Mm.
I remember I
hero.
watched before RNS made their roster change. They had Rex Cow on a CK, and they had gone on. Some team had gone on him, and he like backed away from the fight, and he had some skeletons chasing him. and he stepped back in to fight them, and the skeletons like killed like the level 3 CK. It was like the saddest thing to watch.
Yeah, I'm really not sure about this rookie for Lanray. He tends to do best on a hero that can farm easy. Rookie, that ain't the case.
Not for the likes of you.
Yep. Venge holding stun to interrupt the puddle. Smart. Not unexpected, the Dazzle has a huge CS lead on the Kunkka. Equal denies to Kunkka's last hits. Tyler also doesn't know the trick about hitting the range creep before you Tidebringer the wave to make sure that the enemy hero doesn't immediately deny it.
You can do that, or you can secure with Torrent.
Yeah, that too.
But yeah, if you're maxing out Tidebringer, that is the risk. I think also sometimes you can try and angle it such that it doesn't hit the range creep, but it's tough. Damn, that is kind of painful to watch, the Dazzle mid. I'll have to keep that in my brain box. Maybe I'll try that out.
Yeah,
It's like a Viper almost.
He did reveal that he has the vision high ground, though. I don't know if Tyler was paying attention to that, but when he was following up with the poison attacks, he did get another right click from low ground without creeps. So that
Another
should be
range creep.
revealed. But we'll see if he comes to deny it.
Denied.
Rookie does have decent CS, not as decent as the Slark, though. Slark going for the Midas, yeah. Slug, during your series, we were commenting about, like, Mina had a pretty good start, and probably would have liked to have seen him go Midas over the Echo early on there.
On which game?
Game 1, when he had Slark. He opted for the
yeah.
Echo Saber and no Midas.
He is not a big believer in Midas. Never has been.
That might be an item that gets a nerf. Oh, is this
It
gonna go anywhere?
probably will. That's a guess.
Oof, that's a bad tombstone. Looks pretty though.
Mm-hmm.
I like the spot.
Meanwhile, the Wraith team's really struggling for CS in this lane. Only got 9, 5 minutes in. Less than ideal.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Oh,
Yeah,
missed bullet grenade
definitely-
from G-Dollar.
Not like what we would expect out of maybe like Yowls or something. Is he dead? The bait?
He's so low! Not gonna be enough.
I think he might. That was very close. Might as well have died though. He's so low.
Yeah, he's got plenty of regen, but with the Venom still nearby, like if he gets popped, he's just dead. Yeah, 35 less hits and 14 denies on the Dazzle into the Kunkka that's 17 and 1. That's a rough way to be. Yeah, got 7.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
Building some stat items first. Curious to see if he's going Ags Midas, Midas Ags, or how he's going to build it. Meanwhile, Slug getting gone on top. Not enough. Close.
Oh, I just
Ooh.
hurt my brain.
The Veno though. What's up, Slug? Do you need
I
an
was-
adult?
Yeah, I was looking at
Radiant's middle tower
your
is
game
about to be a pile of
whilst
smoking rock.
Middlemouse Dragons moved the camera in mine, and the camera did not move
Radiant's middle tower
in your game, and
will never forget you. Radiant's middle tower.
I think I split my brain in two.
Did you put it back together?
No.
That's unfortunate.
Deal with it like this.
Mine was just about to be in the process of splitting itself. I might actually go take a nap. I think I earned it. But I hope you guys have a great cast.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Hope,
Appreciate
we
you
see
stopping
game
by.
3. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I've been playing too. I've just been pretty busy every other time the other game's been going on. Alright, cheers, boys.
Later, man.
Yeah, so anytime. Who was that guy?
Couldn't tell you. Ian Ray goes in, going on the jubs. Only level 4, 8 minutes in on this Wraith King. He's dead. G-Dollar hanging out. Getting a little low himself, but it's not enough.
That is a low levels. You know when? Oh, he has not been doing well. Okay.
No.
Looking last hits was. Ooh.
Yeah. The Warlock has equal less hit. The P4 Warlock has equal less hits to the off lane Wraith King.
That's not good.
Back so soon.
Uh-oh. Dazzle getting gone on here. Gets the Undying, though? Yeah, he's chilling, man. Seeing pretty clean execution here out of A1. Love to see it. Dr. Jub's queuing up the phase radiance. I like it. I like that there's not a Midas when your Slark also has a Midas and your Dazzle could potentially go Ags Midas. Still curious to see how the Dazzle plays this out.
Yeah. No one except. I've not seen anyone except Mina get the Midas on Dazzle.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Okay, fine, you can look. It's kind of funny. Looks like Dyer's top
Do we have
tower
skeletons for this? Yeah, we dropped them. Looks like Dyer's gonna get this tire for free. They're committing 4. Meanwhile, Frosty Pharaoh getting gone on. He has the Shadow Dance, though. I don't think he cares about this. In fact, he might consider going back, especially after Ian Ray eats those tower shots.
Oh, good detection. Double, just to make sure.
I mean, it's a P1 buying a Sentry Ward. You'll love to see it. Oh, did he have Wand Shadow Dance? He did. That's a shame.
Yeah, would have given him enough.
Committing the wall for the Venge kill.
Dyer's middle tower is taking one hell of a beating.
I think he could have just backed her high ground and beat her up there.
If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top, put on a heart. Dyer's top tower is really taking a beating. Dyer's top tower just went brick belly up.
Dazzle getting next. Reveals the Observer. Was he paying attention? Does he know that happened? Holding his Shell Grave. Gets it off right in time. Yeah, not going to be enough though. Would have liked to have seen some rotations sooner. They had 2 towers to TP to. Dyer did there. So Wraith King's still 5, man. We're 12 minutes into this game. This is a struggle bussing offlaner. Still with me, Slug?
Sorry, yep, still with you. I'm focusing a lot on this game.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll start watching yours. Alright.
No, it's fine. I'm just wanted to make sure you didn't fall asleep at the wheel there.
Radiant's
No, no, no.
Dyer's bottom tower.
My sleep schedule's all screwed up, so I am a long way off falling asleep right now.
Gotcha. Ian Ray queuing up the diffusal blade. Not a bad item. You get on top of that dazzle. Smoke screen him. He's not gonna be having a good time. Wraith can finally hit 6. Venge just on her way there. Should probably put herself in range to soak XP from both these camp stacks being farmed. Sark knows there's vision of him.
Radiant's courier has made one last run.
Oh my gosh.
Down.
Yeah, the wall, the golem, the ghost ship, all committed for the Slark.
It's worth it though.
Yep.
The slug is definitely carrying RNS right now. In terms of, well, everything.
Still at the top of the net worth chart though. Unmarshal getting gone on here. The diffusal out of the Ricky.
That baby is coming down. Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is
Hopefully the RNS supports are now paying attention, realize they can't be off farming on their own. With the Ricky threat on the map.
If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat. That baby is coming down. Hope Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last brick.
Suppose deciding they need to help their carry farm now. Really, all they need to do is de-ward for him. There we go.
Venge about to hit 6. 15 minutes into the game. There we go.
The way it's being destroyed as we speak.
Very, very sad timing.
Udal's got some net worth, but like, it's a dark seer, you know? So it's like,
Yeah.
I feel like the net worth to like actual value ratio is pretty far down there for Darkseer. Curious to see if he's gonna go like an Ags build, something like that. Maybe punch the Wraith King or the Slark in some of these fights, or if he's just gonna go standard like Blink, Pipe, AC, whatever. Tyler's pretty poor this game too, man. He's only got his Blade Mail phase. Doesn't have a single part of his Ags yet, 15 minutes in. Game is pretty damn slow too, less than a kill per minute.
Yeah. Both teams just fairly content to try to farm, I guess. Too scared to face each other.
Ricky is hunting.
Go for me.
Beautiful combo between the two of them, but it's just not enough.
Yep. $2 in for the save.
Rest of the team took it too long to get there.
Ooh. I don't think you wanted to try and walk up and throw that Gale. Yikes.
You set sail.
I might be able to pressure this town now. I've not got a lot of spells, but
That was like, Wraith King, push the blade! Ah!
yeah,
Dyer's
finally
top
the
tower is really taking a
fort thrown out. I think
Oh.
that should be enough to force him back.
In the
Unless.
vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a
Haha, unless.
coming down.
No, I just choosing not to fight them.
Dyer's top tower is really taking a beating.
Midas coming out on the Wraith King.
Radiant's middle tower is about
17 minutes.
smoking hot.
Yeah, Dyer's just trying to drag this one out.
Oh boy. It's nearly 4k behind his Slug. Thankfully a lot less behind the enemy cores.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said though, Ian Ray not very high up on the net worth chart. It's kind of the issue with Ricky. I mean, you can go for the Battle Fury to try to catch up your farm a bit, but it's not what he's going for. Veno getting caught out here. Gonna get gone on. Yeah, that's a very dead Veno. Unless there's a shallow grave. Should have dug that one a little deeper though. Oh, the swap onto the illusion instead of the dazzle. Oh, that's so unfortunate. A G dollar there.
There he goes. That's another tier 2 then.
Wraith King just walks up. That wasn't your fight to join, friend.
Was that a double kill? Dyer's middle tower is taking one out. That was a double kill. Don't look
I mean, we finally got the kills we wanted. 6 of them to Witch River in the past couple minutes.
that thing is standing on its
Yeah. That's definitely taking control of this game.
now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Now, what is Slark waiting for? He's got the Echo, he's got the Midas going for the Ags next, so that's a pretty safe bet.
Dyer's middle tower is stone dead.
Might have liked to have seen the BKB on him. Just like if that Ricky gets on top of you with like some additional stuns, you can be hurting. But maybe he's hoping his Wraith King will come online to come and frontline a little bit of that, eat some of that.
Bounty.
What's Dazzle working on? He's got his Ags. Alright, working on the Force Staff next. Getting out of the smoke, or at least trying to.
You didn't see that coming.
You like how uninterested you were in that kill.
If Dyer doesn't haul ass,
Oh, I was looking at Pat's comment. Pat said no Midas on Dazzle or Wraith King equals GG.
I'll take that.
man, Radiant does not like Dyer's bottom tower, and it shows.
I agree. It is kind of dirty too. I was thinking about it for a second. Like if you throw the smoke screen down and you get the X combo on top of it, you can basically guarantee that like whoever poor soul you caught is like stuck in smoke screen for a while.
Yeah, that's what they did to the Slug earlier, right? It was... Yeah,
Things
yeah.
are looking
Wow.
dire for Dyer's bottom tower.
Kept him silenced.
Unintentional. Forget I said that. Their bottom tower is in trouble.
Dark light.
If Dyer doesn't haul ass and help out that bottom tower, there's not going to be a tower
Oh,
left.
Slurka disassembled his Echo Slaver to make the Ags.
Ooh,
Clever.
being fancy with it. Is he gonna finish up on Orchid now?
Dyer's bottom tower, and it shows.
Good
Or
question.
just keep the Oblivion Staff?
Maybe he rebuilds his Echo Saber next. I've seen people do that as well, where you disassemble for like the BKB or the Ags, and then you like rebuild it. And Harpoon's not a bad item on Slark. And you can harpoon your way out of the smoke screen as well. So maybe a good pickup for him this game. I don't know. I don't play much Slark.
Or maybe for friends. They look unpopular.
Slark wants the Wisdom Rune.
It's a good item. If he's not gonna be going up BKB, then more health form of the Harpoon. Even just finishing the Echo Saber would help.
As it gets picked off. Orange
Yeah.
getting run down.
Or Puddle, they're just science in it. Ooh.
Slark just dodges the Golem.
Wow, that was unintentional. Forget I said that. Their bottom tower is in
Dodging the
trouble.
win right now. Ain't looking good for him.
Man,
No.
Losing all these fights.
bottom tower, and
He's playing a bit of 1v9 Dota right now. I don't know. Which RNS seems a little bit in disarray this game. I think on paper they've got like a
that bottom tower, there's
really strong draft. They're just not finding like what they need to like fight together. I don't think they've had a like 5-on-5 team fight yet either. And it's like, look, Haga Ags isn't out yet. Like this is kind of your time to do it. I say as it's like on a courier on his way to Tyler. Yeah, Wraith King's still going back for the Radiance after the Midas. I don't know if that's the play. I feel like this is kind of a Witch River's game to lose. That said, they haven't made their way high ground yet. And they find Tyler just farming in the triangle.
So much need to pick off.
Tyler having fun with it.
Really? You just did that.
What is Yudil's built? A Rod of Atos. And now he's working on his... He thought about his Ags. Looks like he's going back for Octarine now.
Really? And okay. He is a very rich man, so I suppose he can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah. Pat, my resident Slark expert, said it's usually Bloodthorn if you disassemble your Echo Saber, so...
Yeah. Problem is, damage or a silence may not quite be what they need right now.
Looking at a mega kill down there?
Wall committed for a Veno kill? Witch River rotating 5 players to come get the Tormentor. Schmooble rolling over, taking his nap right now. Probably having a nightmare during it.
Okay. Smoke cloud.
Nice. Tyler's happy about getting that.
Oh yeah, damn. Both sports already got one? Or just the one?
Warlock has it, and Undying doesn't have it yet. So yeah, Tyler just got lucky. Ags rushed on Dave's Undying. I guess you do have Yiddles building like team items, but I don't know if you go like naked Ags on P4 Undying. I don't know, maybe I'll be proven wrong, but...
Oh, this is Dave. He goes naked axe on every piece. Dying, AA, his Vano.
For enemies. I promise this will get more exciting.
On Marshall, split pushing. We saw you do this earlier and you got killed by a Ricky. A little bit bold, but looks like you're not getting punished right now. G-Dollar, what are you doing out of your base, dude?
Oh, answer is die.
Tomb committed, Wall committed, and Hornstorm committed. Where's Dazzle's Shard?
That's a good question.
Start running through the wall again.
Oh, that's not quite enough.
Dazzle being cute with it. Meanwhile, yeah, remember when I said the Ricky would be chasing down the Venomancer bot? It's happening! Meanwhile, Dr. Chubbs has somehow found the space to like start farming up his Radiance here. Spots the Ricky. Is he gonna have enough mana to ult? He will when he pops. Oh!
Oh,
So the
no.
defusal hit to kill him brought him from like 190 to 169 mana.
That's so unfortunate.
Meanwhile, A1
Should've
kills
also
Dave
popped
somewhere.
himself. Or manually popped it, rather. Interesting interaction. Oh no, Slug. Oh, he's fine.
Unless... No, he's got a shard as well, so... Yep, G-Dollar will be the
Help his boy.
sacrifice here. Unless... Ooh!
Oh no, the wall.
Tyler kind of saved the Slark there. Yeah, no one on Dire really dying right now. I think Tony's dead in just a moment.
Unless to the wall again. What's happening?
Tyler's courier up in the middle of all this.
Oh, fuck. Finally caught him out properly.
Yeah. We got 2 buybacks up. Should be able to defend here. Creeps a ways away. Unmarshal. Man, this guy needs to like join his team up. He should have TP'd out long ago. When his 1 and 2 are dying. I'm not sure what's going on there. Tyler finally sent his crow away. So long, friend.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Dire's middle barracks are taking a beating up there. Dire's middle barracks are taking a beating up there.
Dave dropping low. Yep, gonna get popped here. Shallow Grave the Rax? Not gonna happen. Damn.
A missed opportunity. Very slowly taking down this conquer.
Bit of a misplay by G-Dollar there, but
Fine.
still works out. Alright, Dire loses a melee Rax, but they're not totally out of this yet. Net worth and experience and win rate still heavily favoring Witch River, but I haven't totally given up on RNS at this point.
What about the Windgraph? Was that giving up?
95%.
It's pretty convincing.
I am not a betting man, unless it's basketball, football, horse racing, rugby, cricket, or curling. But if I was, I'd bet on Radiant's top tower coming down.
I know about this. It seems wanting to fight over this roach, or just fight in general.
Ian Ray dropping a bit low. Torrent Storm out. Dire seems like they're getting out of this one. Want the Venge. Slark's going in. 22, 23. I feel like a Slark could come back to this. Although he's got some regen up.
Yeah? Oh.
Didn't have enough mana to Dark Pack there. That's unfortunate.
Ooh. Am I just surviving?
Oh.
Can't believe that's a fight for nothing. Ah.
They're all so low on Radiant.
Dyer's middle barracks are taking a beating out there.
I think it was the beginning of the end.
Dyer's middle
Yeah,
barracks
no
just
fort.
Yields
Jose,
hasn't
second
died on
council
this
fort.
Dark Seer.
Playing a real Sanax game now.
Dyer's middle tower is taking one hell of a beating.
Yeah, just never fully commit to the fight. Always have an exit strategy. Save your surge for yourself only.
Hope Dyer's middle tower isn't short. That thing is standing on its last brick.
Oh, forced out 2 buybacks and still able to just back up and get the rush.
Mm-hmm.
Clinical gameplay from Witch Ribbon right now.
Unless Ian Ray dies to this fucking hero shot.
He's got a Warlock, he's being saved.
Not the most accurate name, was
So
And
G-Dollar's gonna die to
gonna
the
do it.
Tormentor. Unless there's a really sick shallow grave. Yeah. 2 Midas charges on the Slark. Dr. Jubbs got his first full item. 34 minutes. He's struggle bussing. Oh, dude, G-Dollar doesn't have... G-Dollar has Mana Boots Wand Circlet right now.
And decides, you know what? I don't need small items.
Well, we're past the
I don't
25-minute mark. I feel like it's worth getting like a bracer or 2 at this point, right? Just because of like
Yeah.
the scaled stat gain you get from them.
Get double. It's 10 strength. Shitload of damage. And she's an universal hero as well.
Yeah. Man, it is absolutely killing me that A1 still doesn't have Shard on Dazzle this game. Like, it's... He's going for the, like, Arcane Blink, which is, like, a part of the combo, but I feel like against this BKB-less Witch River, you just get it, right? Then you spam it, and they're all hexed the entire fight.
Even disregarding a fight, it's so good for defending high ground.
Wall committed.
Yes,
No.
maybe should
Yeah,
not
that's a
have
dead
left the high
start.
ground.
No, I don't know what he was trying to do there. I'm feeling it through the game here. There's probably a bit of frustration going on with RNS right now. It looked so good last week. Well, Magic didn't quite happen the same this time.
process begins with Dyer's barracks.
That was actually great for Manway.
Yeah. Ian Raid. Using the Aegis here.
Nice as well.
Tower is taking one.
You know, the Dazzler could have blinked behind him and Hurricane piked him into the well. Yeah, I think we're gonna have it called any second here. There we go.
Yeah.
GG.
Clean 2-0 from which
Yeah,
that secures their upper bracket
sure does.
and pushes Mage Esports down into the lower. I'm not bitter.
I was rooting for you, Slug. You know, no one on Witch River came to cast this game with me, so like.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna kill the stream.